I want to show you an actual demo of an animal that I'll make with the crumpled paper style that I have. And for that I've chosen one deer. You can see it on my computer screen. It's like it's not very complex design or anything. Now you can see like there is a rectangular head, the big ears, triangular ears, slender neck part here, and a rectangular body and slender long legs. These are like fairly straight, and these have like a little bend in there. I'll show you the materials that I use. First, these are like A4 regular A4 paper, and the weightage of the paper is 75 GSM. That's the weightage of paper that I use, and I feel that's the best for this kind of work. So that is there are like 7-8 things. Maybe you won't need everything, all of the papers, but it's good to keep a few extra. Then I have a regular glue, like it's like any craft glue you can use. And then I have a matchstick with me to spread the glue, like on the when you join things you need to spread the glue, so that's why I use a matchstick. You can take any stick sort of thing. Now first what I do is, it's like I try to see the shape of the animal and study it in a detailed way, so that I understand how it looks in 3D, what I need to crumple, what shape I need to crumple on, so that it becomes like that animal. Okay, so the first thing that I do is, like I make a sketch of the I don't know whether you can see this. Yeah, I make a sketch of the animal in a very simple scribble kind of way, so that I can understand the shape better. And then what I do is, like once I've done this sketch to understand the shapes better, then I further refine it into much simpler shapes, like the triangular head, the triangular ears, the rectangular body, and the slender legs. So this really helps to understand how the forms are in a 3D space. So that really helps me to make the actual crumpling of the paper. So now what I'll do is, first thing is, like the sculpture is going to be around this much size, say around 7-8 inches lengthwise, and height-wise also I think around 7-8-9 inches. So for that, the head is going to be this much, say around an inch or something, or a little smaller. So for that, I don't need the whole sheet of paper, whole A4 sheet. So what I'll do is, I'll just make it into two halves. Take this one half, and first thing you do is you crumple the paper. And that goes for every sculpture that I have done for this book, and this is the style that I use. Like first you need to crumple the paper. Okay, once you've done crumple the paper, what you do is you now uncrumple it slowly, so that you don't tear the paper. Now I'll start with the head. So now I need to make something which is triangular, in shape, and the thing is, like you like there's no step like origami that after this step you do that or something like that. It's very flexible. It's like I like to have fun with this medium. So it's like I don't really think that you have to really follow it to the T and do something. So it's basically it's like this shape is there, like you know, like if I put it here like this, the triangular shape is already kind of there. Okay, now this is the part which will go into the body. Okay, this is the neck part. Okay, now what I'll do is, now I'm going to make the body part, which is like a rectangular this thing. So for that I will need a full sheet of paper only. So what I'll do is, the first thing, I'll crumple it. I'll uncrumple it slowly. Now what I'll do is, I'll try to get that shape. And while I'm making the body, I'm trying to refine, I'm pressing the head a little bit so that the correct shape comes on. Okay. And don't worry too much about it. Now I know that, okay, I need to stick this bit to the neck part here for the next thing. So what I'll do is, I'll put in my glue here. You need to hold this for some time. Okay. And don't worry too much about the shape not coming on properly. You've just started doing it, so eventually it will come, don't worry. Even I find it difficult to get it right at the first go, but since it's like a crumpled paper into shape, so it's like there is a lot of things that will happen later on. Okay, so don't worry too much. So you need to keep it pressed, because it's just a regular glue, so it will take some time to stick on. Now you take 1/2 sheet of paper, you crumple it, uncrumple it. Now you have this head and neck part, you have the body from one side. What you need to do is, you need to, now I kind of crumple the edges this way. Now what you need to do is, you need to, so this is the shape we are getting at. Okay? Like from this part, it covers the neck, goes behind the neck, and kind of gets onto the body part. Okay, so this is the shape. You need to remember this bit, like while making these things. Okay, so this also needs to be stuck with glue, so I'll just take this off. Okay, you understand, okay, this is coming where you keep this and you glue this thing. Gluing at the edges and a little bit here and there is fine. Like the edges should be, the glue should be there on the edges. I'm using the matchstick to spread the glue as evenly as possible, because this is kind of crumpled and it's difficult. Now, if I remember it, this is what we are trying to achieve. Okay, so this is how I'm going to stick it. You need to hold it, so that hold it for some time, so that the glue kind of is stuck. You try to shape it a little bit closer to the animal that you are making, the drawings that you have done, like the shape that you want it to do. So it's going to come, and that's the fun part of this crumpled paper thing. It's little like playing with clay or something, modeling clay. So instead of clay, this is paper, but there is an option where you can actually reshape the things a little bit here and there to suit your need. Okay, so this is like, just to show you properly, the head is turned this way, but eventually I will make it turn this way. Okay, and that can happen. Like, you can press it a little further here, it will stay here. Okay. Now this bit is done. What we'll do is we'll try to make the legs now. Again, I'll have this one sheet, crumple it. Now the front legs are fairly simple. There is a bend like this and then it comes straight almost. So I'm going to try to do that. So this is one of the legs, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the other front leg as well before sticking it to the body. So both your legs are there. We'll handle this later on. When you stick it, it comes closer. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these two together now. So remember the positions where you want to stick it. Okay. Now these two legs are done. The front legs are done. Now what I'll do is I'll make the back legs. Okay, the back legs, you remember, like it doesn't come straight, it goes this way and this way. Okay, one goes this way and the other also goes this way but little lesser. Okay, so let's try to make two out of these two sheets, like one half of a sheet. So you can see, like, I made a similar kind of shape. Okay. So now I'm going to stick this in. So your three legs are more or less done. Okay, now I'll make the last leg. This one is like this, so I'm going to check it there. I'm going to stick this leg also. Your deer is almost there. Now we're going to make the ears and the tail. I'll take around 1/3 part of piece of paper. So I have around 2 sheets like this. Crumple it and just check how you want to make this triangle shape. The other ear. So we have 2 ears like this. Okay. Now we're going to stick it. Before sticking it, we'll just check for the placements. Okay. So your deer is almost ready, and with this, let's make the tail. I'm going to stick it up now. Your crumple paper deer is ready. So this is your crumple paper art deer. It's I hope this demo helps you to understand how I work on this crumple paper art, and you can actually make a lot more complex animals or other things, whatever you wish for. But this is how I go about it, and there is no particular like instruction that you have to follow or anything. It's like you can just have fun with it by giving it shape. And when you do it little slower and you put in a little more effort than a hurried demo job, I think you can get the proportions